Eligibility for holiday let mortgages. Who's available? What comes into play? How does it all work? Who knows where to start? We're here to help. My name's Joe Stallard. I'm a director at House and Holiday Home Mortgages, and today we're going to look around typical holiday letting mortgage eligibility criteria. So what you need to be doing and fitting to be able to get that mortgage on that holiday property you're looking to buy. Let's start with your personal situation. So most holiday lets are going to be, from what you can borrow in terms of the number you can borrow, is going to be assessed mainly to do with the property with most lenders. But there is some criteria that they generally want to see from you in order to make sure you've got a good range of lenders open to you. Now there are rules, there are exceptions to all of these rules. So if you're falling slightly outside of it in one or two areas, or get in touch with a specialist broker like ourselves, and we'll be able to take a look and see if we think that there are options open to you. But so take everything that follows here with a pinch of salt. But generally speaking, lenders want you to be an existing homeowner with or without a mortgage. They want you to have a good level of earned income away from property. They want you to have a good clean credit history, and they want you to have at least a 25% deposit. If we think of those as kind of foot in the door criteria, if you and your personal circumstances are meeting that situation, then we're going to have a good range of lenders on the table for you. Typically when we look at minimum incomes that lenders want you to earn, generally north of £20,000 joint or combined. If you can get up to above 40, then even more options going to be available for you there. From a deposit point of view, 25% for most lenders is their starting point. Rates will get better kind of at 5% increments, 70, 65, 60, even 50. And then there are a few lenders in the market who will look at and entertain a 20% deposit. So if you're just scraping into that, or that's the investment strategy you want to go down, there are some options available for you there. So once your own circumstances are involved, are sort of taken care of, they might look at any other rental properties you have. So they might want to understand your portfolio. Do you own any other properties in your names? Do you own any other properties in limited company names? How are those performing? What's the loan to values across them? Are they mortgaged? Are they unmortgaged? Again, getting that real kind of sense for your financial footing, as it were, is going to mean that different lenders want to play or not. Certain lenders have restrictions on the total number of properties they will lend to people with, be that with themselves or with anyone else. Some will only lend on a certain number of holiday lets, 2 or 3 holiday lets. So the criteria gets quite varied quite quickly, but getting your situation clear and across is really going to help understand who and who isn't going to help you from a lending point of view. From there, it's really about the property you're then looking to buy. So here, the main things we're going to be looking for are there any restrictions? We've got another video on restrictions and what occupancy and usage restrictions mean, so feel free to go and check that one out. Is there anything unusual about the property in terms of construction type or access or septic tanks or solar panels, or all of these things that can get quirky and can trip it up. And then ultimately, what is the property expected to generate in terms of a rental revenue? They'll look at it from a gross annual perspective. They'll look at it at average of weekly seasonal rates. And then the focus is really on the property to kind of get across the line and see ultimately what mortgage options are open to you there. So it can be a little bit of a jigsaw puzzle, putting all those pieces together. That's what a brokerage like mine specialise in doing. We'll take your circumstances, we'll understand them, we'll understand the property, and we'll come up with a recommendation for you as to how you want to best proceed forward. If you'd like our help, we offer a no obligation conversation, so do get in touch, and we'll be happy to review your circumstances and help walk you through the process. My name's Joe Stallard. Please feel free to like and subscribe below, and visit us at hhhmortgages.com.